Hello, you guys, and welcome in. Today we're going to be finding out all we can about your soulmate. I am so excited. We're going to find out what they look like, their personality, their career, everything and anything that you need to know about this person. We're going to uncover and figure it out. So we've got three beautiful piles to choose from today. We've got Shine, Nurture, and Desire. So take a second, see which pile is calling out to you. The timestamps will be in the description and in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome into your reading. So right away, we've got the Shine Stone. This obviously could mean that your soulmate could have a very extroverted, outgoing personality. They could be someone whose personality just shines the moment that you meet them. This definitely gives the energy of someone that when they walk in a room, all heads turn. They're very magnetic, very charismatic. They just have a very bright and alluring personality. Like this is someone that you just want to get to know, which is beautiful. This also means that they could be very attracted to you like right away. This does feel just very magnetic, very strong, very passionate type of energy. Ooh, it says trust your instincts. Now, why do I get the vibe that you guys possibly could know who this is? And hear me out, if you're like, I don't know anyone that could be my soulmate, you might know some traits about them. You either, for example, they could be like a doppelganger of someone that you know or have had a crush on, like a celebrity crush, something like that. There's something very, very familiar about your soulmate, okay? Like, for example, if you feel like your partner is very outgoing and they're very social and you've always just had this gut feeling, like you've just had this instinct that my soulmate is going to be the life of the party, you're probably right. Like it's something that you just feel very attached to, or like if it's a specific trait or a hair color, an eye color, like something specific that I feel like you guys just have an instinct about your soulmate, and it's because you guys have some kind of connection already. And it could be that you know them in person, this could be past life, but whatever it is, there's some kind of connection between you and this person that's going to feel very, very familiar. And when you do come in contact with them, it feels like you're going to be like, oh, of course, obviously, like that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. I'm so excited for you guys. Pile 1, soulmate. What can you tell us about them? Ooh, life is art. They could be very creative. I definitely feel like they could be a creative individual. This could be personality. This could be career. They could absolutely have a creative job. Boundaries. That's interesting. So I also feel like they could have kind of like a Hannah Montana type of life going on, where it's like they have a day job and then they have something that they do for themselves. Like this would be like a pharmacist during the day and like a guitar player at night. Like they're in a band or something like that. They do something very creative, or like they're an artist or a musician, something where they're just very creative. But I feel like it's either not what they do during the day or it's not what they originally set out to do. Like they could have a degree in something completely separate, but what they actually do is very creative and very, very kind of non-traditional. But this, of course, could obviously be personality as well. Clarity. Oh, they're very fun to be around. They're very fun. And I feel like they make you feel like you are like not only your most authentic self, but there's this clarity of like, yes, this is exactly how things are supposed to go. When you're with this person, everything feels right in the world. Literally, they just have such like a safe space type of feeling about them that is beautiful. And they also are very self-aware too. This is someone that I feel like they've definitely have taken time to do the work. They've self-reflected. They feel very balanced in their own energy. This doesn't give unstable. Like I said, like this feels like someone that's used to balancing quite a lot in their life. Maybe like, you know, business versus pleasure. They just feel like they wear a lot of hats. Maybe they have a couple different jobs. They seem like a very hard worker, but they feel stable. Like they feel abundant. Beautiful. Let go. Interesting. Maybe they have like some things in their past, and that's why they've gone through maybe some kind of a transformation of some sorts that has led them to who they are today. It feels like the version of them that they are now came from a level of transformation that maybe was not the best time in their life. For example, this is a very positive, fun-loving person. Yeah, it definitely does feel like they've been through quite a bit. They could easily have some trust issues, but not in a toxic way. Like I said, I think it's very interesting because it feels balanced. It feels like this is more so in their past. Like, how do I word that? Like I said, this feels like somebody that they could be the happiest person and the most positive person that's like, yeah, I just want to enjoy life. I just want to live my life to the fullest. And they feel like someone that appreciates the smallest things. And I feel like this could be someone that maybe didn't have a lot. Like, for example, if it's financially, because I did feel like they have very financially abundant energy. If there's someone that maybe grew up without stable finances in their family, like they grew up without a lot of things that maybe they wanted. Now, if there's someone that is finally financially stable, they could just have a harder time like buying things for themselves. And they just have this like fear, not out of, hang on, we've got 2 cards that are stuck. It's not at all that they're like frugal with their money in the sense of like they don't want to spend it, because that's the exact opposite. This feels like someone that likes to have a good time. They like to have fun. They definitely feel like they would love to give you things. They feel like a gift giver. They would like to take care of you financially. They want you to have everything that you need and more. They love giving. This is definitely like a giver of a person. But I do say that it just feels very strongly like there could be moments where they can get in their own head, but it's only because they feel like they've suffered loss or something negative that they've had to overcome in the past. Interesting. So with the crumbling, yeah, like I said, it almost feels like their life like had like a very, very low point and then they rebuilt it. They rebuilt it themselves. And it's funny because I almost feel like some people may be like, oh, they're so strict, they're so this. And you're like, no, they're not. They're not like that at all. Like they're the most giving and loving person, but it feels like they may feel like they have to have this like wall up, which is interesting because like I said, this could be something to do with their career, maybe their day job, something that they do. They could be a CEO, they could be a boss, they could be someone that has like a lot of weight on their shoulders, they could be a leader. And it feels like I have to be this way with everyone else. But it feels like with you, they feel very, it's funny this says come out of the cave. It literally feels like very light and dark. It feels like with you, they can be their most authentic self. And I love that for them because it feels like they have been wanting to find you for a very long time. They definitely feel like a romantic. There's someone that like values you in your relationship so very much. Because why do I feel like they have been alone for a while as well? Metamorphosis. Interesting. Okay. For sure. They definitely have been through a lot. It made me laugh because, first of all, I could barely pronounce it, but that we're not going to talk about that. Second of all, I feel very strongly like this person, like there are people that don't recognize who they are today. I feel like this person has had like a million lives. Like if this person is like, I feel like I'm 100 years old. Like this could be someone that's like 27 and they're like, I feel like I'm 75, literally, because I feel like I've lived 100 lives and I've done so many different things. They're funny in that regard. They could have a comedic side to them as well. It feels like someone that could crack a joke. Like, for example, if they're like me and like stumble over their words sometimes, they would have like a witty little comedic way of like just laughing it off. They don't really seem like someone that would like overthink it too much. True love. Oh my gosh. This is your person to a T. Oh my God. This is so them. Children. Oop. Interesting. If that's something that you're interested in, it's right there. This is definitely someone that could see having a family with you. Oh, and retreat. That is so beautiful. You feel like there's safe haven. It's definitely something I'm hearing very strong, that they value you and love you so much because you're like their retreat. You feel like a safe haven for them. If this is someone that works very hard and has like they just feel like they would be the person that's like, they don't want you to work. They want to be the one that is going out in the office every day, doing what they have to do. Or for example, if they do have that creative job that I was picking up on earlier, maybe they have to travel for work. Maybe they have to do a lot of different things, and maybe they could be stressed out if they have a very like high intensity, high expectation type of job. They could be in the public eye. This could be a public figure. This could be someone that just, I feel like they just have a lot of weight on their shoulders. And it's like, you feel like a deep breath at the end of a long day. Like, that's how they feel about you. They literally feel so comfortable around you, and they love your connection and value it so extremely much. I feel like if it's a masculine, they definitely could have strong arms. I've noticed the arms here, and then the woman is like holding onto his arm there. This feels very like they could have strong arms, not even necessarily muscular, but this does feel like someone that takes care of themselves, which isn't surprising. Like, they seem like someone that enjoys a little more structure, which is funny because they also seem extremely creative. This is like a very powerful individual. They seem like a powerful manifester. They seem like a powerful presence. Balance again. That's so wonderful that they just seem so balanced and, ooh, money path abundant. Yeah, this definitely seems like someone that is beyond financially blessed. They have an extreme amount of financial abundance. They seem very lucky is what I was about to say. Like, this just seems like someone that is very lucky. Ooh, but with carriage. So two parts. I do see marriage here. But this also seems like a romantic individual that loves a date. Like, for whatever reason, I saw carriage, I felt like a walk in the park, which is so funny. But yeah, this seems like someone that like they will always make time for you. But like I said, with the journey situation, obviously I do very strongly pick up on they've had a past. Their past has not always been the most like smooth sailing type of life, which is interesting because if they are very financially blessed, this does feel like someone that could have a lot of people that judge them. I could see people judging them and being like, oh, their life is so easy. They've always had it so easy. And turns out they've had like the most devastating past like ever. So this is definitely someone that I would say do not judge a book by its cover, because they're so complex as a person, but like it's wonderful at the same time. Happiness. Ooh, I love it. Love. They love you so much. Literally, this is like a lover, okay? Wealth. Again, like literally, we've gotten that like 5 times now. They're good. Like financially, your soulmate is good, and you will be too. Like, this is someone that you do not have to worry about money with them at all. It's just not a concern. Okay, so again, so just a little rundown. Their personality, they seem like a very strong hard worker. They seem like someone that's very creative. They do have some talents and things like that. But now whether that is something they keep towards themselves as a hobby or something that they do for a career, it's just going to depend. It could depend, you know? Like, this seems like someone that could literally be like a lawyer, but then come home and they wind down by like playing the most beautiful songs on the guitar. And you're like, oh my gosh, like, who even are you? Like, you have this amazing talent. Why not go for it, you know? But they just seem like they have some kind of literal talent that's so creative and so beautiful. And then as far as their career, whatever it is, they make a lot of money from their job. Like, they are good. They're very good, which could also be why they don't want to necessarily stray from a non-traditional path, because they could be like pretty set. They could be like, look, I'm good with what I'm doing right now. I'm making really good money. Let's get some clarifiers and see what's going on. Let's see what we get for looks. Does anything come out? Okay, let's see what we've got. Famous, well-known. Definitely can easily see that for you guys. Long hair, interesting. Handyman, interesting, because I also feel like this is just talking about a hard worker, but they definitely could be someone that like enjoys fixing things around the house too. Straight hair, okay. Wavy hair. I feel like you can almost visualize that, like long, wavy, kind of straight hair. And then, ooh, green eyes. Beautiful. Let's see if, let's get a couple more. I love these. Let's see if anything else comes out. Okay. What else is coming out for looks? Which ones came out? Hang on. Okay, we've got signature style. Something unique about them. Actor. Lovely. For sure. They could definitely easily be someone that's famous. And then handsome. Or beautiful. If they're not masculine, they could just be beautiful too. But whatever it is about them, they are extremely attractive. Physically, this is someone, like I said, they're like a stunner. They're very charismatic. Eyes are drawn to them. They could get a lot of attention from just people in general. You're going to be very, very attracted to them. They feel like a wish fulfillment. They have very high levels of success and luck. And they just seem like a very fun person to be around. It's no secret that we got shine. They definitely do feel like a light. And I'm so excited for you to meet them. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's them. That's your soulmate. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Hello, paw number 2, and welcome into your reading. So I'm so excited. We've got the Nurture Stone. This seems like a very compassionate person, someone with a very gentle, loving soul. They seem like such just a kind-hearted person. They seem a little bit sensitive, which is funny because I also feel like they may not show that sensitive side to everybody. Like everyone might not know just how sweet and delicate of an individual that this person actually is on the inside. This feels like someone that is very soft and nurturing with their loved ones, but with the rest of the world, they might have to have like a little bit of a shield or like an armor up with everyone else. But at the root of it, they just seem like so sweet and so gentle and loving on the inside. Like that's how their heart is. Now, that's not saying that they're not like a strong masculine person. They absolutely could still be that, but their heart, they have like a heart of gold, you know? Ooh, Argonite. It says home is where your heart is. Beautiful. Again, we've got that very like loving, safe energy towards them. It's like they feel literally like home, which is so cute and sweet for your soulmate to shine through as for you guys. They literally feel like home. Like being with them, you guys could be a million miles away from your actual home and you will feel so comforted and safe and just, it's like this is a person that you could be in a huge crowd, but as long as they're next to you, like you feel like you have a bodyguard. Like you literally feel so safe and so protected because they love you guys down. Like they are so obsessed with you guys in the best way. They would never let anything happen to you. With the nurture energy, like they would never let anything happen to you. They want to take care of you. They want you to be safe. They want you to be protected. They want you to be happy. This seems like someone like they want you to make sure that you're eating, you're drinking okay, like you're feeling good. They literally just want you happy and healthy and to have so much love at all times. My goodness, how sweet are they? Also, I feel like if you live with this person, they will do everything they can to make your home like the most peaceful sanctuary of a place. I feel like they're someone that would put a lot of time and effort into building you guys' home. Like this is not someone that would just be satisfied having like a house. They absolutely want to have a home. They're unique. This is like a 1 in a million type of person. Literally like a wish fulfillment, a dream come true. This is like the person that romance novels are written about, okay? Like love songs, love books, all of them. Like this is the main character in all of those because they are so rare, honestly, which is unfortunate, but I do feel like that's something that you're gonna notice right away. Like when you meet them, it's gonna feel different. Like something huge about your soulmate is that they're not gonna feel like literally any other person that you've ever met before. They stand out. They stand out of the crowd. They stand out in your mind, in your heart. This is someone that I also feel like there's something very specific about them that kind of stands out. Like not just them being obviously like the best person in the world, apparently. Like they literally seem so great, but there also is something that's like unique about them. Like maybe they have a special talent. Maybe there is something about the way that they dress. Maybe their height. They could be very tall and like actually stand out of the crowd visually. But there's something about them. They're a bit like a unicorn. They're like rare. You're like, whoa. Can't believe like you're mine. But personality wise, like I said, they're just such like a loving individual, and they really value the small things. This is someone that really appreciates life in all forms, like the good and the bad. This feels like a very optimistic individual. They are someone that sees the glass half full. They're very positive, but not in like a toxic positivity way. Like they're positive, but they also understand the negatives of life. Like they're not someone that doesn't acknowledge that like, you know, there's good and bad in everything. They know. They are someone that has like a very healthy way of looking at conflict. Like they see conflict as like, okay, it's you and I against whatever our problems are versus you and I against each other. Like this is a great person that loves to communicate. They don't like to have problems fester and grow. This is someone that would like to have that conversation and like nip it in the bud immediately. They are not one to like hold resentment at all. Another thing that I feel very strongly about is I feel like they have a value of not going to bed upset or leaving upset. I don't know why, but I got like a very strong feeling that's going to be a very big thing for them. Like if you guys are having an argument, if they're like, I don't care if you don't want to see me, like I will go downstairs. Like if you want to be upstairs, I'll go downstairs. If you want to be downstairs, I'll go upstairs. Like I will stay out of your way, but please do not get in a car and like drive off upset with me, because that would honestly like kill them, literally. That's like a big thing for them. They don't want you to leave upset with them. Like leaving angry, like storming off is a huge no. That's not something that they would ever do or want you to do. And then going to bed upset. I also feel like this is someone that wants to say goodbye. Like that's also another big thing. Like they, instead, like for some people, they would feel more so like, yeah, well, I'll just see you tomorrow. They're the person that feels like, well, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So I don't want to go upset mad. I don't want to leave on bad terms. Like maybe this person travels, but whatever it is, they just do not want to leave on bad terms, have any kind of bad vibes brewing between you guys. Interesting. Manifest. Like I said, this feels like a wish fulfillment. Health. They definitely could take care of themselves and their health. Interesting. Intuition. Beautiful. Interesting. Like I said, so okay, so with health, I wonder if they don't suffer from like anxiety, but I also wonder why. Like I said, they seem to have a very strong awareness of like, this life is not promised for any of us. But I don't wonder, when we're talking about health issues, maybe they experienced a health issue, or maybe they witnessed a loved one experience some kind of health issue or some kind of loss in their life that made them understand that like, you know, life is just so valuable, and it's so, it's hard to explain. It's like, I feel how they feel though. They just feel very much so like this life isn't promised for any of us, and it's fleeting and it's frugal, and it's hard to describe for them, which is interesting because I feel like it's something that's difficult. This feels heavy for some reason, but I also feel like it also is talking about them taking care of their health. I'm actually going to grab that other deck and dive into that a little more because I'm curious what that is. It's like they're letting me get right up to the thought, and then it's like a closed door. So I'm curious what that is. Moving, interesting. changes. It could have been a change or like a loss of some kind for them. Okay, yeah, it was a loss. Okay, so this person definitely has experienced some kind of loss in their life that it doesn't read as being paranoid. It just generally reads as like, I value my health, I value your health, and I just want us to be okay. And I don't want any kind of negativity and toxicity that doesn't need to be there. Okay, there we go. That's beautiful though. That's very lovely with manifesting in their intuition. This is someone that trusts their gut like 1000%. Love that. I also feel like you're a wish fulfillment for them. Like this is someone that has been manifesting everything that you are as a person. And this also feels like they're a dream come true for you. But I also can understand that probably is why they feel a little uneasy sometimes, especially if they've experienced loss. They could feel like, okay, like I finally got someone that I absolutely adore, but now I feel like they could be petrified of losing you. So just keep that in like the back of your head, because that probably will give you a little clarity on why they are the way that they are. With finances and career, this feels very stable. This does feel like someone that would do well with more analytical things, like for a career, because I do feel like this is someone that like their mind can probably go like a million miles a minute. I feel like they would be really good in a career that like accounting or like being an analyst, something like that, where they can just use their mind and like focus on something else and like put 100% of their time and effort into one thing. Soul family, interesting. I feel like they could be very close with their friends. Their friends could mean a lot to them. But this also feels like they feel that you guys have a very divinely connected connection. Which is just funny, because I feel like all the things that for some people would be like validating, it kind of stresses them out. But not in a bad way. Like they don't feel toxic. They just feel like they're really afraid to lose you. Deep sea diving. Oh, that's so cute. It feels like someone that wears their heart on their sleeve with you. It's kind of like, hang on. So with beneath the surface, when it's talking about like what's really driving you, your true motives, breaking free, and then that's being paired with the deep sea diving. And we're talking about like, you know, our most authentic selves, like going deep and just even the parts of us that not everyone else knows. Like for example, whatever this row is representing for your individual, not a lot of people might not know about that. Like this might not be something that they share with many people, but obviously you're gonna know about it. This feels like someone that does keep things to themselves, but it feels like with you, they don't. Like this could be someone that has a lot of walls up with literally everyone else in the world, but with you, they don't. But that also makes them very vulnerable. But again, I think it's interesting because it doesn't read as like toxic. It doesn't feel like codependent. It doesn't feel scary or like, you know, toxic. It literally just feels like interesting. So we got tree, which is talking about family. This does feel like someone that could see having a family with you. This does feel very strong, like roots. Interesting. We've got money path as well. For finances and career, that did come out twice now. So they do feel like they could be very abundant in their career. A long journey. They could feel like it's been a long time coming. Maybe they've just been alone for a long time. They've just been looking for you for a very long time. Wealth, okay. So they're doing very well financially. That's come out multiple times. Love that for you guys. What else? Oh, love. Oh my goodness, come on. This is so beautiful though. I love that for them. Career, yeah, definitely very, very stable in the career. Like I cannot stress it enough. And happiness. Oh, that's beautiful. It was like a long journey to happiness for them. Interesting, you guys. I love that. So a little rundown, like we said, with their personality, they do seem like a very fun and outgoing person, but they also do feel like they've experienced some loss. So they could be a little bit guarded, but I do feel like with you, they let their walls down, but that also can kind of stress them out a little bit. So if they ever seem a little bit paranoid, it's not with you, it's just because of what they've been through. If you ever want to know, like just think about what they've gone through and it should explain quite a bit. But with the new love, they just seem like such a lover. Like you literally feel like a dream come true for them. Like their anxiety and stuff comes from the fact that they love you so deeply that it's like they're finally happy. They're finally happy. And it almost feels a little too good to be true for them. They're like, I'm doing great in my career. I'm making all this money. I'm doing amazing. I'm so scared. Let's see what we get about them physically. Ooh, big hands. Interesting, interesting. Green eyes. Ooh, a baker. They could know how to cook. They could throw it down in the kitchen. Ooh, famous and well-known. That's interesting. A beautiful smile. Brown eyes, so they could have green or brown eyes, maybe like hazel eyes. A broad shoulder. Dark hair. Ooh, I love that, you guys. These sound literally gorgeous. A little note about the famous or well-known. That could be very interesting because they could have a little bit of like, oh my gosh, what is it called? You know, like when someone has a lot of really great things happen to them, they kind of feel, oh, imposter, like an imposter syndrome. They could definitely be suffering from that. Or for example, if they did experience a loss, perhaps the person that like is gone out of their life didn't get to see them achieve their success, and that could be something that eats away at them. But they're very deserving. Like if they are famous, whatever it is that they're making like a lot of money from, they deserve it. They really do. They're this wonderful, kind, loving, compassionate individual with literally so much nurturing love to give. But it just feels like they're a little scared sometimes, you know? That's so sweet though, but like they're happy with you. You are such a light in their life, and I feel like this gives us insight into why they value you so much and they love you so much, because it's like they feel like they'd be lost without you. This is so beautiful. And also with the big hands and the broad shoulders, they feel very strong. If this is a masculine energy, they do feel very strong, even if they're not. This just feels like someone that possibly takes care of their health and like values fitness. This could be someone that goes to the gym, things like that. All right, you guys, I think this is it. Yeah, this is them. This is your soulmate. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. They seem amazing. All right, well, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Hello, pawn number 3, and welcome into your reading. I am so excited to see what comes in about your soulmate. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Okay, so we've got the Desire Stone. You guys, the amount of passionate and fiery energy that came off of this stone today literally is unmatched, okay? This energy is just so, it's a little bit spicy, it's fun, it's exciting, it's alluring. Like this person is so romantic, like they are a lover, okay? They love love too. They genuinely just like love everything about it. Of course, we get rose quartz for them, okay? Like I said, this person, they literally seem like they walked off a movie set. They love being in love, they love you so much, and the way that they love you, you guys, unmatched. Like you have never met someone that is just as like passionate and open with the love that they have for you. Like this is not someone that is afraid to love you out loud, and it is so beautiful. Like this is so fun. This is such like a exciting pile, honestly. All right, let's see what we get about your soulmate. We're going to try to figure out their personality, what do they look like, their career, anything that wants to come out, feel free. Tell us everything. We want to know all of it. Ooh, boundaries. Good for them. Good for them. I love that for them because even though they seem like such literally like a lover, they're very abundant, okay? But like I was saying, even though they are such a lover, this sometimes can make people a little bit vulnerable, because if there's someone that like wears their heart on their sleeve a little bit, or someone that has just like very fiery personality, like lots of passion, lots of desire, but they also have boundaries, which is nice. They don't allow themselves to be taken advantage of, and they absolutely do not take advantage of anybody else. Like, they're very respectful. They're very much so like a classic chivalrous, like if this is a masculine, then they're very like a gentleman. With money, they're extremely financially abundant, which I love for you guys, because we got the same in the other piles too. And I didn't even know that this was in that deck, but there it is. They are very, very good with making money. They seem like a very good manifester. This seems like someone that they're very good at trusting their own intuition. They have a lot of ideas, but they're good at trusting them. They're good at following their heart and like their desire. And I feel like that it always pays off for them. Like, this feels like someone that personality-wise, very outgoing, very confident. This feels like someone that is very much so like a protector. They light up a room for sure, but for example, this is someone that feels like a boss or feels like a CEO. Like, you look at them and it's not just like you're drawn to them, but you're like, oh my gosh, like, okay, like I feel like you're someone very important. They just feel like someone that holds a lot of power. And then with benefit of the doubt, this is someone that actually is so optimistic and fun to be around. Like, despite this very like, they're that person type of vibe, like they just feel very much so like they are in control of their own life. They're in control of their own destiny, and they know that. Like, there's a self-awareness here that is just very like, woo, like that's them. And I love that for them. But they also are very optimistic, and they're not like a mean, arrogant person. Like, I think it's interesting. Like, they are a perfect balance of powerful, but not arrogant. Okay? Like, this is not an individual that like flaunts the fact that they're very wealthy or very like well off. They're like, yeah, I know that I'm wealthy. Like, for example, for style, this could be someone that dresses very casual. Like, you might not even know that they have the amount of wealth that they do. This might not be someone that likes to wear name brands. They might, ooh, interesting. So we've got health. This absolutely could be someone that likes to take care of themselves. With moving in a residence, I love, also, by the way, if you guys watched Pile 2, I feel like a lot of these cards came out for Pile 2 as well. But it was very interesting because it was in a very, very, very different context. So in this context for you guys, for health, this feels like this is someone that takes care of themselves. They like to make sure that they look good. They value walking into a room and feeling confident about what they have on. This is someone that even if they're a very casual wearer, nothing they wear is on accident. Like, even if they just look like, oh, that person probably just threw the outfit together. No, they thought about what they wore. From the outfit to the blazer to the shoes. Like, this is someone that they take care of themselves in the way that they present themselves to the world. Okay, so then with moving, this is also someone that I feel like could very much so value their space, their home. Like, for example, with the money, this might not be someone that shells out like a lot of money outwardly. Like, this might not be someone that goes out and parties all the time or wants like the biggest and best to like show off. But their home, you guys' home, that's where they do not limit the money, like at all. Like, you want a new counter, they're gonna get the best of the best, okay? Like, they like putting their money into things that are like practical, which is nice, but it seems fun, like very like stable energy that I feel like you're gonna be very, very attracted to, actually. Because they don't seem like someone that's like stingy with their money at all. They just would like it to be spent on like beneficial things. Like, this doesn't seem like someone that needs outward validation, like at all. And with Guardian, I feel like they're very like divinely protected. Like, they feel very lucky. This feels like someone that could win like a raffle, like 1 in a million odds always are in their favor. And same thing with the luck, like the yes with the luck. Like, this just seems like someone they're extremely lucky, like unbelievably lucky. With Mother of Saltwater, that passion, the wild love, open your heart, let love in. When they love hard. Like, this is someone that is like blindly loyal forever faithful to you. Like, they are yours genuinely forever. Well, thank you. Oh, that is so cute. I always feel like when things like that come out, it's almost like they're saying, like, thank you for being you. Thank you for loving me. Like, it's like their energy is coming through and just saying, thank you for loving me for who I actually am. That is so beautiful. So beautiful. So for new beginnings, something is about to happen. Not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like this person is coming in fast for you. They're on their way. They are. And especially with them saying thank you, like, they're coming in very, very strong in this reading. Star Mother definitely could be someone in the spotlight. This could be a public figure. Definitely. Either way it goes, this is someone that is like in their own power regardless. Yes. We got yes twice here. What is this about? Just say yes? Interesting. I wonder if that's a little nod to something, that's like a little hint that they're trying to tell you. Maybe they'll like ask you to go somewhere and this is like a little hint, hint, wink, wink. Like, yeah, like if I ask you to go to get coffee, just say yes. Like, it might change your life, you know, you might meet me. Okay. With soul family, that's very interesting. It says you don't have to do it alone. Why do I feel like you could be meeting them from a friend or like a friend of a friend, or you could be going out somewhere that you might not typically go to meet this person, which is very funny because, again, we're trying to figure out like their personality, their looks, career, and they're trying to tell you like, hey, like, I'm coming in soon, so please don't turn down the opportunity that is going to lead us together, because they seem like someone, like I said, very passionate, very hot and ready to meet you immediately. So just know, trust the people around you and the opportunities that you're getting, because they could lead you to this person. But yeah, personality wise, they seem to have a very outgoing personality. They could be very much so like an extrovert. This is not someone afraid to speak up for themselves, especially the ones that they love. They are not going to be quiet or someone that's afraid to stand up for you or protect you in any manner at all. Like, this is the person that you want on your team in any way. Career wise, like I said, this does feel like whatever they do, they're like the top at it. Like, literally the top. It doesn't matter what they do. They are at a very high level of their job. If it's creative, if it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost to the point where, like, even if they had a creative job, because of the fact that they're so, like, high level, it feels like it could still be something that is almost like classic traditional, because they're just like a boss. They're like a CEO. This is someone that could have their own business. Like, even if they're doing something extremely creative, they could be like the CEO, and they're the person that is, oh, exactly, a position of authority. Yeah. This is a very powerful person and a very powerful manifester. I see that again. Career-wise, they literally could have any kind of job that they want, that they're drawn to. It's going to be whatever their passion is. Like, when we say desires, this is literally talking about whatever their heart desires are. It's like, if I wanted to sing growing up, they're a singer. If they wanted to be an actor, they're an actor. If they wanted to be a lawyer, they're a lawyer. Like, whatever it is that they wanted to do, they are. Like, that's it. With the romance in the air, like I said, they're a lover, which is so funny because, come on, how beautiful. This is so stunning, you guys. Oh, and they're very well off too. They are very, very, very well off with their career. This is awesome, you guys. I love to see the happiness card because they're very happy with their life, and there's no doubt about it. This feels like a very blessed, very stable, and a very just beautiful pile. Let's see what we can get for clarifiers about this person. Interesting. Let's see if we can get some physical traits about them. They have kind eyes. They've got long hair. Their cheekbones stand out. They could have strong cheekbones, like a good jawline. Short hair. Interesting. They could have long or short hair. Famous. Well, no, guys, why do I feel like this came out for everybody? Oh my goodness. What a good day to do this reading, because the vibes for you guys have been unbelievable. Respected. Yes. Guys, look, we've got famous, respected, and that's right on the position of authority and the wealth. You guys, full lips. Let's see if we can get maybe 2 more. If you're a hard worker, I'm gonna try to pull out 1 more. Can we get any kind of additional information? What's it say? Blonde. Okay, they could have blonde hair or just light colored hair. All right, well, this is them. You guys, this is literally your person. That's your soulmate for you. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for you guys. These seem amazing. Like I said, they have such like a fiery, passionate, lusty almost energy that's just, it's so nice to be in their energy. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, they're coming for you. You should get excited. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Bye.